Senio, he from the foe when John the Don stay on the grind. Yo, that's Larry Podcast. Put it on, it's right on time. This ain't for the week, cause we do this once a week. Cause kicking it like sneakers ain't right for your tweeters. Yo, that's Larry Podcast. Yo, that's Larry. Yo, that's Larry. Yo, that's Larry Podcast. Yo, that's Larry. Yo, that's Larry. Yo, that's Larry Podcast. Yo, that's Larry. Yo, that's Larry. Yo, that's Larry Podcast. Yo, that's Larry. Yo, that's Larry. Yo, that's Larry Podcast. Yo, that's Larry. Yo, that's Larry. Yo, that's Larry Podcast. Yo, that's Larry. Yo, that's Larry. Yo, that's Larry Podcast. Yo, that's Larry. Yo, that's Larry. Yo, that's Larry Podcast. Yo, that's Larry. Yo, that's Tune in. And we're back with another episode. It's Yo, That's Larry Podcast. And if you're new here, this is what we do here. Talk about current events, world news, and we just entertaining as hell. And I'm Larry, and I'm here with
John the Don.
And
baby.
Yeah, old school Jay, he ain't gonna be here. Senio from the foe ain't here either. This is getting it's getting ridiculous. I'm gonna start posting applications for positions on the podcast, but
college degrees preferred.
Yeah, definitely. At least 2 days of college. At least 2 days. We got the Easter basket present because this is our Easter episode, part 1. So, what do you think, or what do you remember most about your Easter moments, besides your little speeches?
Those was rough too, but the Easter egg hunts back in the day, they got physical out there, y'all.
Oh, especially when that last egg was left.
And the prize egg still ain't been found yet. There'd all be some girl that happened to find it.
In the simplest of spots.
I think the parents helped.
Or does somebody found it and put it back?
But the price of eggs now, you probably can't even find a real egg to go hunting with.
Oh, you definitely ain't doing that with no regular egg. Like, those eggs right there, man, I boiled them last night, painted them. You know what I'm saying? Just for this episode. Man, anybody tell you to touch the egg.
What a yolk at, though?
I boiled it too long.
Evaporated everything.
But yeah, like, Easter is one of those things where, like, it was special in I don't want to say a black household, but I know it was special in the black household.
All holidays, especially in the black household.
Yeah, but Easter was something different. Like that.
Well, bigger than Christmas.
I'm just
Christmas
saying,
and your birthday was tip for tat in the black household.
I'm talking about like when it comes to like getting snazzy, going to church.
I didn't want to go.
You ain't want to go, but I bet you ain't look bummy.
No, I didn't.
Exactly.
And I remember my Easter speeches.
Yeah, you probably use the same one every year.
I wish I could. You done had something before you didn't know theirs, but you knew yours, so you sit back like, look at this dumb ass.
Ain't even practice. But
look at this one right here. He still got it in his pocket.
Man, honestly, if we had more Easter speeches, or if that was like required more, yeah, it'd probably be a change with like we'd be talking about the YNs and stuff. Like a lot of them probably ain't never did an Easter speech.
Nah, probably not. Not now. Not these ones.
Nope. But you was telling me earlier that you got the playoffs that done started, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, what game is on today?
Well, I know Indiana beat Milwaukee today, and I don't know the schedule like that.
Oh, I thought you had it prepared.
LeBron didn't play today. I know that. I think they play about 9:30 Eastern Standard Time.
But speaking of not Indiana, but Milwaukee, I seen some Giannis's yesterday. They ain't the nicest looking shoe.
I didn't know he had a shoe deal. Who was it with?
Nike, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, they wasn't. I don't know. They didn't catch my eye. But yeah, they didn't catch my eye. But I don't know. I just thought about that when you said Milwaukee.
I mean, now with the NBA shit, I haven't really seen a good pair lately.
But see, that's what I was telling y'all as far as with Jordan. And unless it's about the sneaker, like people ain't really talking about the individual anymore. They talking about the shoe. Because the shoe is what is going to keep everybody. I don't know, like whenever you got a fresh fit, first thing, man, I'm gonna put these on my new J's. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, most people, they go shopping for the shoe first, then they get the outfit. Were you one of them?
yeah,
Shoes, then the outfit?
yeah, because you got to match the shoe. Now, when I was a kid, my mom would go get me the outfit.
The Batman.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the outfit wasn't nowhere near the same as what the shoe was, but hey, you had to do what you had to do. But it was something we were talking about.
Who?
No, I said something we was talking about. I can't remember. I know we had the conversation that you said maybe bring it up on the Tish and Larry podcast. I can't think of what else we were talking about. But what all we got today?
Man, one thing I want to talk about, which we talked about yesterday, too, but the car dealers in Vegas.
Okay.
Does their input and output determine their job? Because I feel like anybody can shuffle a deck of cards, deal them out. Are they there just for 8 hours and going home? Or they there to crush dreams?
They did a crush dreams. Like you got to be able to play. To be a dealer in Vegas, you definitely got to be able to play cards.
I mean, but I understand what you're saying, but to me, I look at it too as all about how the cars fall, though.
That's the part I'm not. We look at it as that, you know what I'm saying? Us novice players, but there's like we talk about card counting. There's some card counting going on. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't on the level of like where you breaking the rules, because you gotta be aware that you ain't seen I guess it's probability. You're dealing with probability. You got 52 cards in the deck. If you take out the 2 jokers, is what, 50? That make it 50. So I'm saying you're going off probability. If 4 people playing, each person gets 5 cards.
That dealer's going off probability.
It got to be probability, because now, and then sometimes I think they play with 2 decks too. Sometimes, but just in a basic like game of poker or whatever, one deck, 50 cards, either 50 cards or 48 cards. Each person getting 5 cards. So that's 20. What's left is 28. And then the people that's throwing cards back in, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's probability. It's based on, it is how to.
You sound like a card counter a little bit.
Nah, I'm just thinking about the numbers of it. You know what I'm saying? But it would be how the cards fall. It would ultimately be that. But you still got to be aware of, okay, in these 20 that I dealt out, everybody's faces didn't look happy. So I don't think nobody got no aces. Or I don't think nobody got no pair. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, your job, I do believe, will be affected. Like if you've been on the clock 8 hours and everybody who come to your table is winning, yeah, you got to go.
But you might just have a bad day that day.
I mean, shuffle better.
You wouldn't go tell him to go wash his hands or something, come back?
Yeah, man, go mop up in the back, go sweep.
But that prior week, he brought in a lot of money.
And I'm pretty sure they have days like that, but I think they have backup dealers too. Like they might bring a dealer, like you over here, you scrubbing. They bring a dealer from another table and let you go over there to like
$5 table.
$5 table. Like you messing up at the $100 table.
And get over there and start there too. Man, you go watch me at the slides.
go get people drinks, man. So I like that's a good ass question though. But I do feel that's gonna affect your job.
But how can you tell somebody card count though? Because more of a mental breakdown, right?
They doing like what I was talking about with probabilities, but they just doing it at a higher rate, I believe. Like you, it's hard not to. When you know how many cards is in the deck, and you know, like, it's hard not to do that. Because you can't play cards if you ain't good with numbers. Cause like some people could be dumb as a rock, but them bastards can play some cards.
You think the professional poker players like, nah, black people have them gathering, got spades, have something going on. You think the professionals get down there with their family members and play, knowing they can't play?
Nah, it'd be too easy for them. They wouldn't be able to play, like, they wouldn't be able to really play. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was little, when I learned how to play spades, I learned from my older cousin, my mama, and probably just, like, my brothers and stuff. So, like, me and my brothers, we really ain't know how to play spades. We kind of, like, stumbled through it. My older cousin, he knew how to play, but my mama knew how to play.
Hey, don't the black people got the most rules when it comes down to spades?
Yeah.
Like, you go somewhere to play, you got to ask them how they play. Because
Nah.
people play it so many different ways.
Before you even get started, like, that deal. That deal could start a fight. You get a deal from the bottom. Some people be trying to be slick and they'll deal from the bottom and all of that. As long as they end up with the last card. Nah, man, I ain't playing all
someone
that.
try to get fancy and go back the other way and mess it up.
Mess up. But that's why I say that deal will start a fight. But like learning how to play with them, like my mama being able to play, I know she couldn't really play with us like that. Like us being older and we know how to play spades, like we'll get you renege. And we'll
show me the book.
Yeah. And you better pick the right book too.
Hey, it'd be so much suspense behind it.
But like we done got turned up now. You know what I'm saying? Because you cheat. Like my mama couldn't do that with us and we were kids. I was like, man, I quit. Get that.
Sometimes you got that window that's real good. Keep playing the same card over and don't nobody catch you.
But that some people test you to see if you really know how to play. Like they'll renege and stuff on purpose just to see if you catch it. So like
go with it, first hand deal itself.
Yeah, first hand deal. Like you ain't got to bid nothing. It was a family member that passed one time, so all the family wound up at one house, and so like we in playing cards with the music loud. Never realized how hard that was. Like your focus, you can't focus like that.
Too much going on.
Too much going on.
But why you taking that card game so serious? It's just a card game. Ain't no money on the table. Ain't no side bets.
That's the way it is with spades, though.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of that. That's why y'all like, I just want to play. I don't want no side bet.
You can't just play. Like, if we done got into this game, like, we playing to 300. We done got into this game, like, okay, y'all got 85, we got 150. It ain't no just play. No, we trying to win, huh? No, you ever play spades for shots?
No.
Boy. This is on you, Dre. This is on you. At my cousin's house. Alright, we all bought our own liquor over there. So we're playing spades for shots. This is my first real time drinking like that. Right? Because at the time I was like Miller High Life beer, had a shot of whatever somebody had. You know what I'm saying? But this time I brought my own. I think might have been E&J or something like that. So brought over to the house, we playing spades, and me and Dre partners. And so we kill him, like we playing against our other cousins or whatever. So we kill him. And we was doing them so bad that just so I could drink whenever we beat them, they supposed to be taking the shot. I'm taking shots with them. Right?
Showing off.
Nah, just
got cocky on the spade table.
But I wanted to drink, you know what I'm saying? So taking shots with them. I guess I started taking too many shots because we started losing, right?
Cards start blending together.
So now we really gotta take our shots. And I'm up there. I ain't never had that liquor before, so I'm like, hey, I could take my shot with that. And so like Dre, he already was telling me like, well, you ain't want to mix brown and white. I was like, man, I ain't never had that before. Hey, go ahead then. So I'll take a shot of that white. Next hand, I'll take a shot of this brown. Next hand, I'm back to the white. Like, stupid stuff.
Your friend wasn't your friend.
Nah, I mean, he tried to talk me out of it. I just was pushing it, so. But stupid stuff.
He should have took it out your hand. At least took one of them off the table.
Bruh, when I say that was probably the worst night of drinking I've ever had. Ever. Like, it made me, like, that was that night when you had that conversation with God. Like, I'll never do this again. Ever. Like, man, I'm talking about face on the toilet seat. Like I'm hugging the bowl. Is that.
Why was something bad happen that we want to go to God then?
If ain't nobody else got my back, I know God got me. You know what I'm saying?
No matter what you do.
Like, that's, I don't wish that on nobody. Like, people talking about not wishing jail on nobody. I don't wish that on nobody. That feeling, horrible. But you feeling on top of the clouds beforehand now. Like, you feeling good as hell. But when everything come crashing down, it's over.
Start feeling. I know when I drunk before. Best feeling I had when I close my eyes. Open my eyes, I start feeling sick. Keep my eyes closed.
Like, for me, it's always when that room starts spinning.
See, I don't even want to do none of that.
Oh, you ain't felt that before?
Oh, I don't think so.
Boy, when that room starts spinning, like, you sit down or you try to lay down, and that closing your eyes, you close your eyes, and you just feel like this right here. Then you sit up.
Oh, by that feeling, I'm drifting off to sleep.
Oh no,
Man, that'd be some good sleep.
Yeah, I done went to sleep before that set in. I done went to sleep like, oh, I'm gonna beat it. You know what I'm saying? Man, woke up in the middle of the night. Blah. Earl calling. But
I have never threw up. That's why I ain't never got to drunk where I throw up. I think I know my limit.
Yeah, you ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing nothing. But yo, you showed me something earlier, and Putin has accepted or issued a truce.
That's what Google Top News was.
It makes me wonder what type of basically what type of plus
What's brewing?
Yeah, like I think Trump worked the deal with him some kind of way.
Somebody might be running low on ammo. Call it truce, get some supplies in, and start it back up.
Nah, I don't think it's low on ammo. I think it's like somebody worked the deal, because the whole thing is about land anyway. So they want a piece of land that's either on the edge of Ukraine or something like that, and that's what it's all about, is that land. So
What's so special about that land though? What's out there?
I think it's some resources, probably either something under the ground like
Oil.
could be oil, or it's the stuff that you make phones and stuff with. Could be diamonds, could be whatever. But that's what most of the wars is about. Like, is resources.
Taking somebody else's stuff.
Basically, we need more
Give
of
me
what
that.
you got.
No, well, come take it then.
Yep.
Come on.
So that's yeah. Like, seeing that, I feel like somebody worked the deal somewhere. So hopefully that works out for them people. You know what I'm saying? But the issue in Texas with Karmelo Anthony.
Not the basketball player, y'all.
Yeah, not the basketball player. What do you feel about that situation, or have you really looked into it?
That situation, I mean, I don't know Texas law, so I'm more just sitting back waiting to see what happens. Because, I mean, self-defense one way, murder the other way. I mean, it's a toss-up right there for me.
Now, the story that we've all heard, and there's multiple sides to the story, but it's the main story that we've heard. It was raining. Everybody went up under the tent. The guy who passed, him and his brother came over and told Karmelo Anthony to get.
Were they twins?
Yeah, twins. Told him to get from under the tent. And Karmelo Anthony responded, touch me and see what happens. Now, some people say that knocks self-defense off the table.
Are they looking at like Carmelo was threatening them by saying that? Was that mistaken as a threat?
I'm guessing. But if I just look, I dig into what is actually said. So if the boy said, touch me and see what happened, you're not saying that just because they walked up to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're saying that like that sounds like a response to something that somebody either attempted to do or said they was gonna do or something. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm thinking. Like y'all had to have did something for him to even say those words. Touch me and see what happens.
I mean, yeah, probably Texas, and we know how Texas get down. They already feel like they got the upper hand because it's two of them on one. So some cockiness, some testosterone levels rose at that time for him to probably say what he said.
But the grabbing of the knife, like I even had this conversation with you off air. What is that moment? 'Cause I know you didn't shot at some people and stuff. I'm joking. I'm just joking, y'all. But
Get him not gonna ask me some questions. First, I'm here with it. So you watch This Larry podcast?
so you watch it?
Okay,
You
what's
fan,
up?
Okay. But
Come on in.
that moment where it feels like it's life or death for you. Like, how do you? It's gonna sound crazy, but how do you know that this is the moment where I need to resort to that type of action? How, like, what has to happen for you to know that, okay, I need to, if y'all got hands and fists, well, not hands and fists, but hands and feet, and y'all using hands and feet on me, like, what had to happen for me to step it up to, all right, I'm going to grab a weapon?
I mean, I feel like they just said to attract me, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, these guys probably some kind of healthy-looking guys. Pause. But,
Oh, I forgot the button.
I mean, you might be intimidated. Felt like, yeah, I'm going to need this. Two of them, one of me.
So
and probably a whole bunch of them out there to that one.
So do you think he felt like they could kill me?
I ain't going to say kill. I mean, we talking about kids here.
I mean, he's still 17.
They could mess him up pretty bad. They ain't going to kill him in front of all the people.
See, we don't know.
They ain't going to kill him in front of all the people.
So,
unless all the people had on white hoodies. You better be nervous then. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Ma, you know what I'm talking about.
we ain't going there. But I'm just saying, like, for him to say, I'm going to step it up and go grab a weapon. If you saying, they ain't going to kill him now. If you saying that, do you feel that he overreacted in that situation? Based on what we know.
No, because I feel like I probably did the same thing too. I would have got something in my hand.
But you feel like they ain't going to kill me.
It's either them or me.
But you just said.
I know, but now you put me in that situation.
Yeah.
I don't want to get hurt at the end of the day. I want to walk out of the house, same way I came back in.
So you rather take it to that next level?
If I see it going that way, because I ain't about to move.
I mean, it's just something to think about.
It's something to think about now.
Like I'm not saying that the boy is wrong. I'm not saying nobody wrong. I'm just wondering in that moment what makes a person step it up to that next level. You know what I'm saying?
He probably was a little dude.
They say it was small.
You know what I'm saying? He was intimidated. That made him nervous.
So basically, you got scared.
It made him nervous.
I know they say a scared person is one that hurt you.
I don't like saying people scared. I more say they get nervous.
Scared, nervous, it's all in the same.
It's the same thing, but I don't like that word being used like that. That nigga scared.
Your nervous ass. But because I was looking at, there was another situation that's in Texas as well, where it happened at a school, where this kid got jumped, and I think his story, because they say it happened in 2022, I believe. He got jumped, and he went back, he got jumped, because there was a girl that said she seen the boy run across the parking lot, and his face was busted, and all of that. So he had already got jumped. So I guess he ran, got a knife, and then went to I didn't throw myself off. You threw me off. I got jumped. Girl in the parking lot said she seen him run across the parking lot with his face busted. Ran, must have got a knife. Found the boys that jumped him in the bathroom and stabbed one of them. One of the boys died, and now they trying to charge him with murder.
That's more
Premeditated?
Yeah, premeditated murder. Cause I mean, you understand, he got hurt up, banged up. He retaliated. See, they're trying to use what I've been hearing lately. They're trying to use these two cases with each other, and it's two different situations. Right.
The Karmelo Anthony situation, the jumping could have happened, but he prevented the jumping from happening. If that's what, because you know that if they in Texas, they didn't heard this story. So if he knows that the jumping could happen, he prevented that. The other situation, the jumping happened, and he retaliated on the jumping. So
Another black kid.
I think that might have been a white kid, and the kid that died is a Spanish kid. So I'm looking at like which situation is wronger.
The one that after the jumper went back, because the situation is dead. All you need to do is go to the police. You decide to take matters in your own hands. I mean, who wouldn't do that in a situation like that, though? I mean, do I blame him? No. But
He wasn't right.
yeah, I mean, you gotta read the consequences.
Yeah, because his trial about to start now, if it ain't been started. And the fact that this case happened, they're bringing that case up with this one. So I'm
Why they
like,
bringing it? I mean, what you mean they bringing it up?
like
That case ain't got nothing to do with that case.
don't have nothing to do with it, but same state. So they bringing it up.
Are they trying to go back into Congress and change some laws eventually?
I'm pretty sure they're probably, because one of the laws that actually exist is because everybody was saying that Karmelo Anthony, why was he able to have a knife? And they say that one of the laws in Texas is if you're 17 and the property they was on technically wasn't school property, there was at, they call it like a community track meet or something like that. So it's like where you got probably like different
Community center area type shit.
yeah, where different towns come together and like, okay, you got this one school, you got that school, and they all got different tents set up. It's like in our area, right? Where you went to school at and where I went to school at, there's gonna be two separate tents. If it started raining and I'm closer to your tent, I'm probably gonna go ahead and step up into your tent to get out the rain. Just being real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You being too real.
why?
I mean, I'm gonna go back to my tent. People I know, people I'm familiar with.
If it just started like pouring down, my tent is, let's say my tent is 5 tents away.
I
But
ain't made of sugar. I ain't gonna get wet. I ain't gonna
wow,
melt.
wow. You so if
Tuck my shoulder like everybody else do and go on my side.
all right, so do that change things?
With Carmelo?
Yeah.
So he was at he wasn't at his tent.
Nah, he wasn't at his tent
Those are people being sour about the situation.
because, like I say, if your tent 5 tents away, you know what I'm saying, dude, and it just start pouring down rain, you just went up under this tent because it's the closest tent to you.
He better be glad they didn't jump him now. I mean, I didn't know that part of it too. 'Cause, I mean, it didn't say stab him in the rain. I see why he ran after that. Because people probably started getting on him. You killed my brother.
That, I don't know. That's just a bad situation. But I don't see the problem with the damn tent. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it started raining, I'm standing here at your tent, then I'm going up under this tent.
I'm saying it's not a problem with it. It was just the people at that time pushed the issue just because probably he was an opposing opponent on their turf.
Turf.
it all comes back down to, you almost looking like gang violence then.
That's crazy. But you're right. You're right.
I mean, like, you think about rivalry week. My school against your school. That's almost like gang, but under school rules.
Yeah, because, I mean, emotions running high.
I'm going to ride for these boys just like you go ride for yours. Because they're my teammates. They're not family. We should go to school together.
But y'all represent this school.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, you're right. You're right. But that's my understanding of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of that was just because it started raining and he went to the closest tent.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Like, very, very crazy. But that's the results of his actions because of that.
Hopefully, the court system will work out for him. Cause you too young. Hold murder charge.
Yep.
Texas. You might be lucky to get out one day.
I mean, they gave him a bond, and the judge, because they had like $1 million. The judge that's on the case knocked it down to like 200,000 or 250,000, and so they covered the bond and he got out, and so people was giving the judge backlash because it's a black woman, and so they were saying that basically throwing race up in it, you know.
Some people got the nerve to do that.
I'm just saying.
All the stuff they be doing, it's okay, but as soon as we try something like that, it's a problem. It's a problem.
But they said like they only saying that because she's black.
Yeah.
Her background, like she's Republican and all of that. Like she's just black.
They ain't looking at that part.
They ain't looking at none of that.
They ain't looking at that. They looking at skin tone.
The reason why, like she said, the reason why she lowered the bail is because, like it's all depending on, like Diddy would have a $50 million bail or $20 million bail because he's a flight risk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He has the funds. Like it's to put you in a financial pinch to cover this bail. This boy.
Sure, you show up when you're supposed to.
Yeah, this boy, his family ain't got no damn money to cover no $1 million bail. Like they straight, but they ain't got that. Like they covered the 200 when they lowered it. They covered the 200 and something thousand. Then they did like a whole GoFundMe for him and all of that.
But the whole issue is because the boy is black. That was our boy now. Because he's black, anything that happens good for him is a problem.
I mean, I can't argue.
Because if the woman was white and lowered that, she still gonna get backlash, but not as bad as the black woman will.
Yeah, she didn't took her page. I think she had like a Facebook or it might have been Instagram or something. But they said she took her page down and all because she'd been receiving death threats.
That don't surprise me. It's Texas. It's a shame the world is still like that, man.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I pray for both sides. You know what I'm saying? Because like they still kids, and this is even for him to defend himself. Like that's still something that you gotta live with for the rest of your life. That you defending yourself led to that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's bad on both sides. But what else we got, man?
I got one topic, but I ain't ran by you yet, so we might need to do a part 2 on this.
I mean, you want to run it by me?
No, not while we on.
Dang.
It's deep.
Alright.
I need Arsenio and Jake here for this topic, especially Jake.
Yeah, let me try to call Mr. Arsenio from the phone because we didn't talk to Jake already. Jake then already gave us his reason for not being here.
He feel like he just because he old, he get a pass.
Please leave your message for 91.
Dang.
He didn't cut his phone off?
That's your boy.
Wow. That's how we rolling now?
Don't worry, their contract's gonna be on the table.
Yeah, I say, man, I'm gonna start putting on applications. I'm saying, what we said, 2 days of college.
At least 2 days.
At least 2 days.
That including the drop-off day. So that's one freebie for you right there. It ain't that hard.
I need the FAFSA form from that year.
I just thought about it.
What's that?
What's going on with these people calling these BBLs now stink?
Oh, some of they sit there, they sit down L.
Told y'all keep it natural.
Man, because they got a whole list of like Hollywood women saying that they sit down ass stink.
I wonder who was sitting behind. Or how close they were.
But
She could have passed gas on the way down or something.
But they say what it is when they have the BBLs done, the incisions under the skin heals. No, the incision on top of the skin heals before the incision under the skin heals. And so I guess it may be like infections or whatever.
That just sounds stink the way you broke it down.
Exactly. So like, that's horrible. That's horrible.
Yeah.
And so then it's like, okay, to go along with that, the women who have the BBLs removed, like, so you done went through this process, and you may have been one of the lucky ones that didn't heal up wrong, and then you went through the process, so you got your BBL, you done had it for a little minute. Now you want to get your BBL removed, so you got to go through that same process or something similar to
Did
that.
they go through skin tightening too?
I don't know, Dad.
They got to. Cause it's been stretched so long ago. You take it
Damn. Damn. Flabby ass skin.
Walk around like a bumblebee.
Nah, you was a bumblebee with the BBL. Without the BBL, it's the bee without the bumble. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I've been hearing a lot of that as far as 'cause a lot of women don't want to admit that they got BBLs anyway. You know what I'm saying? So then they came out with the sit down air thing. That was funny.
That make them not want to get them now.
They all of that medical procedure stuff in order to get a certain look. Like, I'm not really a big fan of all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to get old one day.
Yeah, one day.
So
Some of them on that live fast, die young lifestyle.
but some of them ain't thinking. They're not thinking about. Okay, after you done got past your BBL stage, and you
Somebody great
50.
grandma.
Yeah, you 50. Like, I'm pretty sure that BBL don't look the same. Now you look like the queen bee.
Been out there a while, bye.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't think people realize that. Or they don't care.
Nah, they think about how it look right now. That's about like people with tattoos. When you get old now, yeah, they gonna turn to a smudge. They gonna turn to a smudge.
No, I see the video yesterday. Dude went to go get a tattoo. It was a skit, but if it was real, yo, the shit was so it was put together perfect. Dude was like, he wanted to get his grandma name tattooed across the back of his neck, and so he was like, "Oh man, that's beautiful, man. What's her name?" He said, "Evelyn." He said, "Evelyn." He said, "No, Evelyn." He said, "Evelyn. That's beautiful." Notice I said Evelyn,
Yeah.
right? So he eating while he doing a man tattoo. Talking about, man, you need to move. You need to stop moving, man. Stop moving. When he finally finished the man tattoo, the shit said 11. Right? So it's a girl that come in, like she came in checking his work or whatever. She was like, man, good tattoo. What does 11 mean? So,
I think I seen this.
you seen that?
I think so.
Man, dude was like, not a damn thing. It's supposed to say Evelyn. You know what I'm saying?
That thing about them tattoos, you gotta make sure you're spelling. That's why they tell you to write it down. You write it down.
You write it down. Like, that shit was funny. But this is off topic, but it is another topic. Do you know how back in the day, how women dealt with anxiety and depression? Like I'm talking about like back in the day.
I mean, honestly, I watched something that came down to they used to go to a doctor basically for orgasms. Orgasm. I forgot what happened to the dude, but they tried to use other hand. They were like the women because it wasn't the same for them.
Yeah, like they would go to the doctor to get pelvic massages.
Get played with.
And they said women would some women would be up there every day.
Yeah. When I said, I was like, dang.
I'm feeling depressed again.
To see one doctor that makes it so bad, it was a doctor who was famous for that. I forgot what happened to his hand.
Crippled
I
up.
think he had started getting arthritis or something. So he would try to use his other hand, and it was a downfall for him.
Yeah, so he had to touch.
Evidently so.
But when I seen that, I'm like, that's crazy. They try to make stuff in history seem like it was sold by the book and all of that. Man, it was just as much freaky shit back then as it is now.
And it still carries on. I mean, they have their toys now.
Yeah, but it ain't no doctor that you're going to.
They ain't got to go. They got to pay no doctor bill now.
Well, true that. But to say that you...
All they got to do is keep batteries in it.
Now, just imagine if, like, medical insurance existed then. 'Cause I don't think they had no medical insurance then. So, you using up your medical insurance because you got anxiety and depression just so you can go get played with.
But
That's
think
crazy.
about it. Okay, they come back. The husband. What happened? What did the doctor say?
Nah, the husbands knew about it.
And they was okay with it.
They were taking them because if it's gonna sound messed up. If my wife tripping on me, and I could take her to the doctor, and she's happy as a snail when she come out, man, I might be also, man. All right, what time I come back and pick you up? Just leave me alone.
I want to meet the doctor and see how big his hands is.
Now, whether he knew the whole process, I'm pretty sure they didn't know the whole process. But, you know, us as men, we ain't want to be a part of every damn doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
Not like that. You know what I'm saying? And the doctor telling you got to be here every week. Yeah, I'll start dropping your ass off. Come back and pick you up. I'm going to go run some errands while you in there. I come back pick you up. You happy as hell. Well, I thought that was funny as hell when I say that.
Hey, you be calling the doctor. Hey, she needs to come in for a visit.
Hey, she need to come in today.
Matter of fact, we riding up right now.
Yeah, we just turned in. I hope you ain't busy.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I thought that was funny when I say that. I was like, damn. So they was on some freaky shit back then.
They actually had toys back then. You seen the first one?
Man, looks horrible. Looks horrible.
There was a lot of scarred infections going on, but
You seen the toys that they found? Like they were like prehistoric toys. Like for real.
what they used to dinosaur bone?
I want to say it was stone. That's what I want to say. I want to say it was stone, yo.
Was the black stone or white stone? Paul.
Like all that though, I know it was stone. But yo, did you hear about the funeral where they was putting the body in the grave, and you know how they got the green tarp,
Yeah, that fake grass stuff.
the fake grass stuff. Okay, up under that, like the hole is a certain, like what is like, I know it's 6 feet deep, but I'm saying like it's a
They
certain.
don't put me in 6 feet deep no more, did they?
Would they go deep?
No, I thought I didn't think they went 6 feet no more. I thought it was back in the day was 6 feet.
I think it says supposed to be 6 feet because if you got to give, because if I'm not mistaken, I think the first 2 feet is a possibility. Like if you only put it 2 feet, it's a possibility it could rise. So you got to account for the ground shifting and all of that. But where the hole is at, what you see is a certain distance this way and a certain distance down. Up under the part this way, I guess that would be the horizontal way. right? No, vertical. Shit, I don't know.
Horizontals up and down.
That's what I thought. Okay, the horizontal way. They got boards that's across the edges of it. That's what you walking up on top of the green stuff, the green grass looking stuff. And then you sit the casket on the little cart thing and it lowers it down. They stepped on the green grass looking stuff. And the whole shit caved in. You ain't seen that? Bruh, the if I ain't mistaken, I think it's the son of whoever was getting buried. Like when he fell in, the casket ended up on top of him. Like,
it didn't kill him?
Nah, but it took them a long time to get him from under there. Like, I think he was hurt.
Boy, I would be so terrified.
Man, like, but it wasn't just him that fell. But you gotta think about it, I think he might have been like one of the first ones to fall. And so like everything came down on him. And so
the body didn't roll out, did it?
Nah, the casket was up like this. And
He's
he's under it. And the people that was walking behind him, they fell in there too.
On top of that.
On top of, yeah.
I'm surprised because the casket is heavy.
The casket heavy. But they saying he was up under that. And it's like the son of whoever was getting buried. And so like they getting the people out, you know what I'm saying? But him at the bottom, you know he panicking.
He better be. He's scared now.
You know what I'm saying? Like look at this. And that's the son right there.
Oh, these going to go place the casket up there for the burial.
But nah, that's the son.
Should they have to pay?
Pay for what?
The funeral cost. Should that be one of the free ones right there?
I mean,
Would you want your money back?
I'll be so ready to be done with that situation. Like,
But would you want your money back? 2 weeks later.
I mean, the money didn't
Come back.
that didn't done.
It can come back too. I want a full refund. Matter of fact, the rest of my family shouldn't have to pay if we come to them.
Ever?
Ever.
I don't even know how that would work.
To keep from suing them. Yeah. Put that in that clause. I want my money back. I want free burial for my family.
So you suing?
If they come back to you.
You suing the funeral home or
Yeah.
you suing
Funeral.
the graveyard?
The funeral. I mean, the funeral set all that up.
Man, you got a
They
point.
just pick a spot. Start digging. Yeah, I want my money back. Most definitely.
You got a point.
But do you do a funeral redo?
Hell no. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm so ready to get, man, cause like
So they get him out, put him in the ground, and go.
they got to get them out, and most likely you got to call the ambulance now.
Yeah.
So
What they call, like, we had a funeral. What happened, sir?
so you go ahead and take them to the hospital and all of that. Man, go ahead and finish his funeral, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't take the casket back out just so that we could walk it back up there. No,
Nah,
no.
we ain't gonna walk it back up. We go and sit where it's supposed to be. Do the little program you do out there. Ash, dust, lower him in the ground.
Man, I'm pretty sure. You think about it. If that fell in like that, like, you know, the family usually sit up under that tent with the chairs and all that. Ain't nobody get close to that hole. Cancel that. They stood at the road.
Can you imagine the ignorant one that's there? The family member that sit back geeking. After the situation, they sit back just geeking about it. Because evidently they recorded, so you know, that's all they sitting there doing, looking at that now.
Man, yeah. There's going to be some of them that's going to be on some up and up. Yeah, there's going to be some of them being hilarious.
Hey, dude that was at the bottom, scared with you.
I know you was scared.
Did it hurt?
But then you're going to have some that's going to be real, like, spiritual. And they're going to be feeling like,
It should have been you.
that was Daddy trying to tell us something. I told you Daddy ain't want to be buried.
He always said he brought me his word to take me out.
Daddy,
You tried it.
Daddy just wanted me to go with him. But when I seen that, I was like, yo,
He
that's
better be glad
crazy.
that didn't kill him. Cause a casket, even with 6 people, that's not heavy.
Yeah. Boy, like at my cousin's funeral, I didn't know I was gonna be a pallbearer. Like you know they had the names on the list and all of that. Like I don't know that somebody didn't show up or what, but I'm just out there like just paying my respects and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like, Larry.
Hey, you mind?
Yeah, come on, man. Come on.
What?
Come on, what? Man, help us carry this. So I'm thinking like, okay. And so I'm feeling the way I'm feeling already. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even in the mindset to be carrying that. Man, I grabbed my section. And I'm like, God, are y'all lifting?
That way you gotta get in the middle.
Man, I ain't want to do it no more. But I'm dead. Man, I grabbed my section, like that little corner piece. I'm like, boy, this shit right here is heavy. Then you gotta walk all the way over there.
No disrespect, but imagine Biggie and Big Pun. Paul Bear.
I don't want to.
And they probably had 2 hands like this. They probably start fussing with each other.
That's probably why they don't show video and stuff like that. That's probably why, right there.
Oh, they got a video of that part.
Nope. With Biggie's on, you only see it being lifted up into the thing that cremates it.
Oh, it's cremated?
Mm-hmm. Like Big Pun, I've never seen anything dealing with a funeral. That mean just being real.
I don't even want to be cremated though. I understand people, your body's not there no more, you don't feel none of that. But I'm at the point, I know how fire felt when I was alive. And now I'm just going to lay there in it. Can't do that.
See, you feel how I feel. Now, I may have never said this on the podcast. I don't agree with the cremation part because no matter how much faith you got, you or nobody else can't tell me that you can't feel no more.
Hold up. You're saying that to say what?
You or nobody can tell me that you can't feel anymore.
So you feel like you can still feel it?
I don't know, but I don't want to find out.
That's what I'm saying. So like cremation, that's a hard one right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you saying it in a way to where you thinking about how fire you felt.
Yeah.
I'm saying that because you're gone, you supposed to not be able to feel anymore.
Supposed to.
Nobody can't tell me.
That's your key word, supposed to.
Yeah. Nobody can't tell me that you can't feel anymore.
You feel like me, man.
So I'm like, because my mom even said that to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know. You sure? Yeah, ain't no need to spend all that extra money. But you don't know.
They worry about money.
But you don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you truly don't know. Well, they say you ain't supposed to.
Back to your point.
They say people have never died before.
But then I have heard some people, well, I don't want to get eaten up by bugs and worms. I feel like that's more, it ain't as painful as burn.
Exactly. You know what we do when a bug bites you?
What?
That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? So like, when that top is closed and ain't nobody around, you can go ahead and swat that fly off you if you want to.
More than went up my nose.
Now you go ahead and do all of that. But that fire, you don't know that you can't feel that.
Boy, can you imagine though? Because back in the day, remember they used to have the bells by the graveyard? Because some people actually woke up being buried alive. Can you imagine that feeling?
Imagine the house that was close to the graveyard. Ding, ding. Yeah, it's another one.
Now the kid probably still looking at it when it's scared as hell.
Now, if your house is by it, you probably used to, hey, Paul, it's another one. They thought it was dead. He ain't.
That's a rough feeling, probably, one. And that's really why they put the bells. So think about before the bells was put out there for that. How many people actually buried alive?
That's when that child was scared. They seen that. You know
they see the dirt out there moving.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, that's crazy. That is crazy. I didn't even think about the little bell shit.
Yeah, that's why that was made for that situation. Because some people really wasn't dead.
See, there's a medical thing that happens with people when they're having surgeries, and they call it I think it's called locked in syndrome, and yeah,
I know it's called locked in syndrome.
I think it's called
You should be locked in.
No, I think it's called locked in syndrome, and
Locked
so
in mentally.
like you can't move, almost like the feeling that you have when a witch riding your back, that old feeling or whatever they call it, where you wake up and you can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Like when people have surgeries, sometimes the anesthesia don't take, so you truly ain't out. So you feel everything, but you're not awake enough to be able to say anything. So you feel the actual surgery.
But like I see what you're saying. But when you say feel, do you like pain feel
Yes.
or
Like you feel it.
it's just a little bit of pain?
No, you feel the surgery, but you can't verbalize it. Like, you
glad-
can't
I hope I ain't
move.
gotta never have no surgery. Because woo, you make it sound rough.
No, but I'm saying like that's a real thing, and like people have like had surgeries, and when they finally get woken up, and they explain that they felt everything, like they truly wasn't out. So I think there's certain tests that they're supposed to do before they actually cut on you to make sure that you out. Like dealing with your probably like the shit they have hooked to you, like your brain waves and all of that. Like they supposed to make sure that you out. I know like when I had I had a tooth pulled and they put me to sleep for it. Yeah, it was a wisdom.
I've never been put to sleep for a tooth pull.
You ain't never had a wisdom had pulled, have you?
I don't know.
That's the one in the very back.
I got mine.
Yeah, you got baby teeth, man. You'll get there one day.
That mean I'm still young.
I ain't gonna go there, but yeah, they took my wisdom tooth out, but they you gotta pay for being put to sleep. They could have kept you awake and just gave your ass a shots.
That's what happens to me.
I ain't want to feel all of that. You know what I'm saying? So they put me to sleep, and I called myself trying to beat the medicine.
That's all I want to do, really, yo. Honestly, if I back to say, I just want to try to fight it, see how strong it is.
Nigga, that shit was like the one they told me. They said count backward from 10. I said 10. I don't ever remember saying that.
You got that baby immune system to hit you like that.
I know I said 10. Like, because once they told me to count backwards from 10, I said 10. And I don't ever remember saying 9. And when I woke up, bro, like, when you wake up, you don't even remember where you waking up from. Like, it just seemed like you just had the most amazing sleep.
Oh, it ain't like you wake up and pick back where you left off at?
Not as soon as you wake up. But when everything come back to you, then it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And then like then it's a rush thing to get you out of there. Cause like hey, come on, get up, Larry, and help me to the chair and all of that. And like you can't really walk like that. You know what I'm saying?
All that sounds scary. I was thinking about how some people get in car wrecks or whatever and be in a coma for how long they had to wake up. But they still sitting back around that time before they hit whatever they hit or whatever.
So you thinking that they remember, or they thinking that they still in that same moment before the wreck?
Like, all I seen was headlights, and I'm waking up in the hospital. But it's been 3 months later.
And people go through that, where they don't know how much time had passed and all of that.
Wake up. Who's the president?
I think the scariest thing would be is if you wake up and they ask you what your name is.
Honestly, I believe if I wake up, I'm gonna be more like, am I dead or alive?
But what if they ask you what your name is and you don't know?
I believe that's why they ask you what your name is, huh? See how the brain functions.
I mean, I'm sure, yes, but how would you feel if you don't know?
That's one of the feelings you be like, you gotta think about it. Like, what is my name? What do they call me? Hey, nah, that ain't it.
LeBron James.
I look like a LeBron, don't I?
I just remember
Grabbing the basketball.
people kept on calling me LeBron. But your real memory is you was watching the Lakers game.
Yeah.
They was saying LeBron. They weren't talking to you.